Big diplomatic news, as I've already said. The Prime Minister of Mauritius, Navinchandra Ramgoolam, arrived in the holy city of Varanasi. Mauritius Prime Minister, who is on a 7-day visit, arrived at the Varanasi airport, where he was welcomed by local residents, BJP workers and also government officials. The visiting dignitary was received with grand cultural performances and vibrant displays of hospitality. Ramgoolam is set to hold bilateral talks with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Hotel Taj today. The meeting, taking place in Prime Minister Modi's parliamentary constituency, is being seen as a symbolic gesture of cultural and spiritual diplomacy. Special cruise on the Ganga, a visit to the revered Kashi Vishwanath Temple and the breathtaking Ganga Aarti at Dashashwamedh Ghat are all parts of the Mauritius Prime Minister's schedule, which aims at adding spiritual depth to the diplomatic tour. Both the leaders are expected to discuss strengthening cultural and economic ties between India and Mauritius. While Prime Minister Ramgoolam will head to Ayodhya after the meeting, Prime Minister Modi will be travelling to Dehradun and will undertake an aerial survey of the flood-affected areas in Uttarakhand. Political analyst Rajalakshmi Joshi is joining us on the broadcast to discuss the matter further. Thank you so much for speaking to News9. Rajalakshmi, I want to ask you, how do you see this, very historic, very symbolic meeting between Prime Minister Modi and his Mauritius counterpart?
Very good morning. And yes, Mauritius has always been a very close and a very dear friend of India. Like as the PM Ramgoolam ji has said, in his speech yesterday, he spoke about a thread that binds both the countries for so many years, and it has been for decades now. So that we have a very strong cultural bond, because actually a lot of them, I'm sure him included, they have Indian origins. A lot of them have their ancestors who are Indians. So they have these deep emotional and cultural ties with India. And rightly, he is being hosted by the PM in the cultural capital, I would say, of our country, that is in Varanasi. It being PM's constituency, that is another part. But then at the same time, I would say that this is the oldest city, you would say, in the world, and Varanasi is said to be the oldest city in the world. And at the same time, it is also the cultural capital. So this kind of deepens that impact of this cultural ties that we have, because they feel very nice. They feel a very deep sentiment whenever they meet somebody from India, when someone is visiting, even from India to Mauritius, and when they speak about Indian culture, at that time also they feel this sentimental value. And for somebody to be hosted in a city which has this cultural significance, all the Ganga Aarti, all the different temples of historical value, all of that, I think that definitely has a very big impact. And obviously, we have all these economic talks, and we have all the business talks and the deals, and all of that is happening. But this is an emotional reach out, I would say. Because see,
Rajalakshmi,
Mauritius
if I could
is
also ask you, Rajalakshmi, also if I could ask you, because we do know a diplomatic talk is there on the cards. According to you, what are some of the key goals that Mauritius will try achieving with India in this particular meet?
See, from the Mauritius point of view, they want to double their exports. That is what he has said in his talk. The PM of Mauritius has said in his talk. So he wants to, his goal obviously is to improve on their export deals. And so, even in the past, for them, India has been this major trade partner. And at the same time, for India as well, Mauritius is a very strategic location in the Indian Ocean region. So, from the maritime security point of view of our country, Mauritius is a very strategic location. So you can understand that it is also a part of the Mahasagar initiative that we have, and also we have this neighborhood first policy. So from the point of view of Mauritius, India is somebody who will be the first responder. So India has been this friend to all these countries, where whenever they are, if and when they are in trouble or at any crucial point of time, India is always the first responder. As you may have seen, even when we had a little SARD ties with Maldives, even at that time, when they fall into trouble, India has always reached out first. India has always been the first responder. So Mauritius looks towards India as somebody who can provide some kind of relief at this time of, he was talking about protectionist policies going on in the world. He was talking about how some small countries especially feel a lot of strain, perhaps at, now you can see in the background of the tariffs that are being put by the US. And also there are a lot of strains going on throughout the world, a lot of conflicts going on throughout the world. So at such a time, especially small countries like Mauritius, they will definitely want some kind of an assurance of maybe trade, and also some kind of security from countries like, from friendly countries like India, where they are offered a lot of assistance, even in terms of pharmaceuticals, in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of energy also. So from all those fronts, Mauritius is looking towards India with a lot of hope. And actually, India also has a lot to gain from our bilateral trade and our bilateral talks that are to happen also. So this, again, as I said, that PM Modi always has this way in which he has these emotional ties with the different leaders, so that actually helps them in cementing these ties that they have had, especially these countries have had ties for all these years. So this actually helps in the diplomatic relations. So PM Modi is definitely more of a diplomat, I would say, than a politician. So he knows how to reach out to all these world leaders, and he knows how to have good ties with them. And that is how he sets the ground for a very constructive and a fruitful bilateral talks and trade talks. All of that happen on the basis of, or on the background of,
Right.
emotional ties as well.